America the beautiful or America the bully? Let's talk about it today. I know a lot of people from other countries and they all kind of have this image of Americans as lazy or uneducated about otherworldly things. Do you share that perception?
Well, it depends really whom you talk to. I guess in the Midwest and, people that do not read the paper regularly and so on and so forth, I think that could easily be true. If you ask someone who's the chancellor in Germany and what is their position, what do they think, I don't think many people could answer that question here.
Are you an American?
Yes, I am.
Are you a proud American?
Yes, I am.
Why are you proud to be an American?
Because I think it's a great place to live and there's lots of opportunity for all types of people.
Why do you think other people from other countries tend to look at Americans like they're uneducated?
A lot of it is just media. I grew up in Nigeria, actually, so my whole conception of America was TV. So same thing for me. And then I actually came and I moved to Ohio, and it was exactly like the way I watched it on TV.
A lot of people are very helpful, friendly. Not all. In restaurants, sometimes.
You go to foreign countries, they kind of look at Americans like, they're uneducated and they're just looking for the McDonald's.
Well, I think as a whole we are, absolutely. In comparison to other countries, the history we're a young country, but we don't know as much history, I think. So, I think we're the adolescent of countries, and we're rebellious and we're a little naive too as we get into things.
And maybe we're just like going through puberty right now.
Yeah, exactly. We think we know everything, but we really actually don't know too much at all. We need to be grounded for a couple hundred years, I think, is what it comes down to.
Where'd you grow up?
Portland, Oregon.
What do you think of America's foreign policy?
We always get in other countries, when they're having some problem with a different country, we feel like we have to be the mediator for some reason.
Yeah, we get up all in other countries' business, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not so sure whether we in Europe agree really with Bush and the way he goes about things. He's not necessarily been the best president for us Europeans.
Do you think that he's a good representative of this country, or do you think he's acting on his own?
We were very surprised that he got elected the second time round.
So were we.
In the UK, for example, it's almost a bit fashionable at times to sort of bash the US, when really they just want to bash what George Bush is doing.
That's interesting. You feel like it might be like a little bit of a trend, or like the in thing to say is, oh, Americans are so stupid, but people really don't feel that way?
I think so, yeah.
Why do you think other people from other countries have such a negative perception of Americans?
Because we have to get ourselves involved in everybody else's business instead of worrying about our own.
Yeah, I just fell off the bike.
The Middle East is very complicated, and I think it's time to remove.
Is there any reason that you're proud to be an American?
It's still one of the greatest countries in the world, because we do have freedom of speech, whereas, in other countries, for instance, my uncle, he was at a bar talking. She said something about our president in Nigeria. Before you knew it, he was in jail for like 4 months.
Wow.
So we have that freedom, and, everybody has kind of an opportunity here to make something of themselves.
I still think there's a mission out there, and Americans really can't stand for so many positive things, and I think that's got to be communicated again. That message needs to get out again to the world.
If you could change one thing about America, what would it be?
Probably our president. We've had 2 Bushes in the last 20 years. We definitely got to get out the Bushes.
People know more about celebrities than they do about politicians.
Why do you think this country is more focused on celebrity and less focused on social issues?
It's so, it's portrayed on TV. It's what people grow up with. The media pushes it to be such a huge... Everywhere needs change. This country, it's all about money and all that. But at the end of the day, it's a good country. We just need a better president.
So what did we learn today? Basically, if you're from this country or another, you're pretty okay with Americans. America as a country, however, there's a little bit of room for improvement. We're hoping to see some in January 2009.